Hey everybody, DeLongshot Signatures here. This is episode 40 of my 2025 TTM returns, and we had 5 successes that came in today for a total of 10 autographs. It would have been 11, but we did lose one that got smeared off of a photo, so I'll show that. Not going to count it, but I'll still share it with you guys. But first return we have here is from a professional volleyball player. According to his Wikipedia page, he's still active, but from everything else I can find, I don't think he is, or maybe he's semi-retired. Not sure what the situation is, but either way, he is an Olympian and is the oldest men's beach volleyball competitor ever in the Olympics. He signed 2 of 2 in 14 days. This is Jake Gibb. He's competed on the American Volleyball Tour. I feel like there's a P in there somewhere in the acronym or whatever it is. But very successful men's volleyball player. And I don't think he took up volleyball until he was 21 years old and had a very, very long career. It might still be going. And then if there is a Volleyball Hall of Fame, would not be shocked if he's already part of it. Don't have too many volleyball players. I got some volleyball coaches, but not a lot of volleyball players. Then we have an NHL return. He signed 2 of 2 in 8 days. Very fast success. These are coming back from Perry Turnbull. He's a former second overall pick in the NHL who played over 600 games and I think had almost 400 points. Got a couple of political returns. First one here is a 2 of 2 success in 15 days from Dirk Kempthorne. I want to say he was a governor and a senator. He wrote back a little bit of a note, just saying, how nice it was to, work on behalf of the people and serve others and everything like that. With everything that goes on in politics right now, and it gets said all the time, but especially right now, sometimes it's nice to hear something that sounds a little bit genuine from these people. But cool addition to the government collection that I have. This next one, it was a 3 of 2 return, but one of the autographs smeared off so much that it's hard to count it. So I'm just going to count it as 2 of 2 because he did include an extra autograph, which was nice. He signed it in 15 days. But this is former, I believe he was just a governor. Maybe he was a senator, I'm not sure. Byron Dorgan. So this one came out okay. He signed on a dark spot. You can see where a portion of it smeared off, but not too bad. And then this one, you can barely see where it was, with the rest of this rubbed off onto the back of that photo. So I'm not going to count that one. But he did include this little kind of bookmark, but it's on, like letterhead and whatnot. But either way, it's signed. And so I'm guessing USS would be U.S. Senate. So he was probably a senator as well. But I want to say both of those guys were governors. But again, another nice success for the government collection. The political returns are always so iffy, and I would love to do what I've done with college football, and just send out to as many active senators and U.S. representatives as I can, because all of them have their own address. Several addresses that you can send to, but so many of them auto pen that it's just ridiculous. So it's hard to make the case to try and do a project like that. Maybe I will someday, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm just kind of relying off of what other people get. Last one we have here is from a WWE Hall of Famer. I did send a check for $10. He did not cash it, and he wrote on my letter of request, "No checks, please." So he did sign for free. I wouldn't expect that going forward. So I'm surprised to get this back. But got back 2 of 2 in 10 days from WWE Hall of Fame inductee Coco B. Ware. So I don't remember too much about his career other than the macaw he had, his name, and I think he was in a couple of the video games that I played growing up. But there's a bit of controversy involving his Hall of Fame induction. Of course, wrestling being scripted, the win-loss record really doesn't make a big difference. But if you competed for a long time and, you did, had some relative success for what you can in a, scripted environment, you'll get in the Hall of Fame. And most of the controversy involves the fact that he was inducted rather quickly compared to some others, and some others who have not been inducted yet. I don't think he held a championship belt in any major promotion, maybe in like a smaller independent circuit, but someone argued that he lost several historic matches, some that were very important in progressing other wrestlers and storylines and everything like that, and his presence, very memorable, is what, got him in. So it's hard to know. There's no direct criteria, really, for the WWE Hall of Fame. And sometimes, they go back just for historical purposes of like this person was, a building member or someone that was really well known in this area for wrestling. And other times it's solely based off of the name. So either way, don't want to diminish his accomplishments too much. Over 2,000 matches in his career. And again, he's one of those names that kind of transcended wrestling a little bit, just because at some point in your life, even if you're not a wrestling fan, you've probably heard of Coco B. Ware and seen him doing his little dance, little bird dance with his macaw and everything. So happy to add another Hall of Famer to the collection. I still have a few wrestling requests out, but not a ton. Very hard to find any who signed, but I'll try to send to whoever I can. But that is it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.